What up, world? I'm Steve, founder and CEO of CryptoCrewUniversity.com, home of the #1 crypto classes. If you want to take this complex world of crypto, make it super simple so that you have more success, this channel is for you. Hit that subscribe button right now, and everybody hit that thumbs up button. Bitcoin is about to do something it hasn't done in 7 years. What is this thing and what does it mean for you right now? We're going to dig into it. It's very surprising and I can't wait to get into it. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Monday. I'm a man of my word. In last week's video, we said, look, if we can hit 3,000 likes by Monday, I'm going to do an emergency update. And you in our community absolutely destroyed the like button beyond belief. We set a record for ourselves beyond control. It was ridiculous. So thank you. We had 4,800 likes, not 3,000. So I'm a man of my word. Here we are, bonus video. If you're new here, this is where we take a scientific approach to the charts, only looking at the facts in the charts, because once you do, then it becomes very clear what is going to happen in Bitcoin. So if you like looking at only the facts and price action in the chart, hit that subscribe button and join the movement. Now, we're gonna start with this chart, and we're gonna start back in 2013, and we're gonna start with this legendary trend line, because Bitcoin is holding on for dear life. We're on a slippery pole and it's getting tough, and we're going to discover some pretty amazing things with this chart. We're also going to take a look at what is happening here, some pretty monumental things going on, as well as this chart here, a lot of new information to cover, as well as here, and we're going to jump into here as well. But I want to start with, this has been an unprecedented time in human history. And I have been with you every step of the way in doing emergency videos like this very frequently to help keep you level-headed and help our community. But it's been very unprecedented. And I've been doing things to help out our community with these extra videos, with giving away free classes, with helping veterans, single moms, singles dads, people that have been affected. And I wanted to do something unprecedented myself and to go above and beyond. So I'm doing something that we've never done in the history of the company. In 3 years, we've never done this. And starting right now, for a limited time only, we're doing a ridiculous 50% off site-wide. 50% off site-wide. You've been wanting to sign up to the classes. You've been saving up to sign up to the classes. And today is your day. Today is the day where you say, enough is enough. I'm tired of watching my portfolio keep going down and down and down. I'm tired of missing those big trades. Today is the day that you put your foot down and I help you transform into a successful trader. Here's the website, CryptoCrewUniversity.com. Pause the video and look at it. Please don't crash my site. I know you and everyone are probably flocking there right now. 50% off. We've never done anything like this. What I want to show you is here, because this will really open your eyes. If you took my gold or diamond courses, these are the trades you would have made. By the way, you would have sold at 10,000 a few weeks ago, while everyone has been watching their portfolio go down and down and down. Not a good feeling to have. You would have sold at 10K. But let's take it a step further. If you took the diamond or gold, these are the trades you would have made, and we'll keep it really simple. Let's say you sold 1 Bitcoin up here, where if you followed my strategy that I custom designed, that you can't get anywhere else in the world because I customized it, and it will help you absolutely dominate. So You sold one Bitcoin up here, and then you made these simple trades that it doesn't matter if you're 10 years old or 110, you'll be able to execute. You made these simple trades. You would have turned your one Bitcoin. You would have turned your one Bitcoin into just under $50,000. $50,000. You would have turned your one Bitcoin into $50,000 by following this simple strategy. Imagine what $50,000 would mean to you and your family. What would $50,000 do to your portfolio? What would it do to your retirement? Imagine telling your friends and family you turned one Bitcoin into $50,000. Imagine that. That's what I want to help you do. And again, does this mean you're going to win every single trade for the rest of your life following my strategy? Hell no. Hell no. There's no strategy on planet Earth that does that. If somebody is promising you that, run the other way. I'm a man of my word. As you know, you've watched my videos. So look at the trades here. If you take my diamond or gold and my strategy doesn't tell you to do exactly this, you get every penny back. I'm a man of my word. This is domination. I want to help you dominate. You've been missing out on these big trades. You've been watching your portfolio keep going down and down and down. My students, in a downtrend, this is a downtrend. For 11 months, my students would have turned one Bitcoin into 50,000, and that could be you. So I want to help you get set up. This is something I'm doing for the community to go above and beyond. We got the diamond bundle and the gold bundle. And by the way, we have payment plans. So if you can't afford the one-time payment, you can split it into 3 payments or 6 payments. It's obviously a lot cheaper to do one-time payment, but we have 3 and 6 payments. And also, if you can't afford, for example, the gold bundle with 6 payments, then you can easily get the intermediate courses on payment plan. You can get the beginner courses, the advanced courses on a 6-month payment plan. 50% off site-wide. If you have any questions, info@cryptocrewuniversity.com. But gold is more than likely what you want to get. It's our top seller, our most popular by far. And you get the diamond if you're really new to crypto. It's that simple. If you have any questions, email me right now, info@cryptocrewuniversity.com. It's written right here on the screen. So you can pause the video, info@cryptocrewuniversity.com. This is the website, cryptocrewuniversity.com. I'll be standing by and looking forward to helping you turn into a successful trader. No more watching those big trades pass you by. It's time to get you on the right path. Now, 2013. We're starting with this pinkish line here. This trend line has done monumental things for Bitcoin. And as you'll see as we go through this trend line and some other charts, Bitcoin is holding on to a slippery bar right now. And we're holding on for dear life. And we want to see if we have the strength to pull ourselves up on that slippery bar and withstand the pressure and the tumultuous winds. Or are we going to be in some big trouble? So this trend line starts back here when we started to hold some resistance back in August of 2012. We broke through with this candle here in February 2013, and then the following candle we held as support. Anytime that you see us holding resistance from a certain trend line, we break through and then we hold as support. It's always a power move. And that's what we saw. And into this power move, and again, these are monthly candles, right? So there's not a whole bunch of candles. We're taking a couple steps back, and that's what we do on this channel. Look at the big picture so you can see clearly the facts in the charts. We went on a monumental run, but it was a normal market cycle, and we had a beautiful bear market, a textbook bear market, which by the way was also a bull flag. So we had a textbook bear market continuing down for months and starting to hold some support on our trusty trend line. And we came right in a consolidation period, really a straight line consolidation period for month after month after month, right into our trend line. And for the candle of August 2015, we held beautifully on this trend line. And also for the month of September and for the month of October, beautifully. Remind you, October is the month that we had our true golden cross and continued upward. This is the time where we had fake out, true golden cross and a move upward. Keep that in mind. But we continued on our path. We held beautiful support here and we continued upward. And again, moving into a full-blown bull market, holding critical support here in August when everyone thought, oh my God, we're falling from 800 all the way down to below 500. We held beautiful support there as well, and we continued on our way. Here's the candle back in August 2016. And as you know, we went all the way up to $20,000, which is coming into your screen now, right? And you know what happened next. We went into a textbook bear market. At the same time, we started a new trend line at the top. And we continued with our trend line down here, our purple one at the bottom. We went into a textbook bear market, and what happened? Same exact scenario. We fell all the way down for month after month after month after month and held beautiful textbook support with the same exact trend line. So we started holding support in December 2018 and into January, February, March, and April, holding beautiful support. And what did we do next? We rebounded, just like we had done previously, except we rebounded in a major way directly into our top trend line. And then we proceeded back down to retest the bottom trend line, and we did that in November and especially in December 2019, right back into our trend line. You can see this support here back in this December, January, February area is same time of the year, hanging out at the same trend line, that which, by the way, if we zoom out, this trend line has been with us for year after year after year after year after year. But Bitcoin is in a different situation. Now we have our top trend line, which we've been covering for month after month after month, as our roadblock. Remember, we've had some good signals come up into the markets, but we've said repeatedly, let's keep a level head because there's two major roadblocks. The two major roadblocks, to refresh your memory, especially if you're new, one of them is this green line that we've been covering for month after month after month. Remind you, this line we presented in a weekly chart last week. That's why the bodies were in different places. This is how you're used to seeing it for month after month. This is a monthly chart. So this is roadblock number one. We needed a monthly candle to close above that level, which would need to close in the next 6 days above 9,000, we'll call it 9,400. We need Bitcoin to close at 9,400 in the next 6 days to really be in a good spot. That's roadblock number one. Roadblock number two was to get above 10.5. So for week after week after week and month after month, those are the two roadblocks we clearly presented. That's on this top line. The bottom line is what I want to update you on, because this is where it gets very interesting. Because for year after year after year, we've respected this trend line. Through each of our bear markets, through each of the tumultuous times in Bitcoin, we have given tremendous amount of respect to this line. In fact, so much so that we've never had a candle hold as resistance in 7 years. We have to go back all the way to this candle here. Way back in 2013, this candle right here, back in January 2013 is the last time we held resistance with the body of our candle. For 7 years, well, now over 7 years, we've continued to hold support, and we're coming abnormally close to an absolute pivotal breaking point. Again, Bitcoin is holding on to this slippery bar, and we're holding on for dear life with the winds blowing us all around. And we need to see, does Bitcoin have the strength to pull ourselves above roadblock number 1 and start to hold it as support? Or are we going to fall off that slippery bar and continue in this long-term downtrend, breaking our 7-year trend line as support? This would be legendary. Now you may ask yourself, well, Steve, how about these candles right here? Do those count? Of course they count. But these candles are not holding resistance with the body. These candles broke through, yes. Did they hold as resistance with a close? No, they did not. They did not, and they still haven't. And we have 6 days left in this candle right here. And we're at the breaking point. You can see the pinnacle here. We're going one way or the other in the next couple weeks, because we're going to open up this next candle here, this next monthly candle in 6 days from now. And that one has to stay above this trend line as a close. We have to, or we're in big trouble. Remind you, this green line here, this is our long-term trend for years. Until we break above that trend line, we will continue the trend line. So what's happened here? You can see we came up, and from our bottom, we came up to test this trend line. We pulled back to our trend line. We came up to test it again, and we pulled back again, and we came up to test it again, and now we're pulling back. If we break this, we will continue our downtrend, and as we pointed out in many videos, quite possibly form a lower low. But that's if we officially get rejected. So one of our charts we're about to show you is if we're about to officially get rejected. We'll know in 6 days if we're rejected, and we're going to start a new monthly candle and try to get above here. But we're in a slippery slope for Bitcoin. Again, recently we've had some good things come into the market, but again, we said stay level-headed, look at the facts, because there's still 2 major roadblocks, and if we don't get above those 2 major roadblocks, we're in trouble. If we get above them, fireworks. That's plain and simple what we've said week after week after week. So we'll come back and revisit that, but what I want to get into now is the short term. We said in order to break, you can see this trend here, we're continuing up. Once we break that trend, that's when things start going down. So we said in the past video, what I want you to watch in the short term is this, and we're going to get into the RSI as well, but let's zoom in here. This is the price channel we've been in for a couple months. Since March 2020, we've held this bottom line here as our support for the whole time. And we've held this top as resistance for the whole time. That's how you know where price is going to go and where price is going to stop. We go on a rally, we know where we're going to stop. We fall down, we know where we're going to stop. We go on a rally, we know where we're going to stop. We fall down, we know where we're going to stop. And we said, in order to know if price has officially been rejected, wait for a break. That's it. And look at where we're at now. We've got just about 6.5 hours to close this candle. If you're bullish on Bitcoin, you need this candle to really close above 9,000. We need it back above in here, right? This is an early warning sign that, hey, we have officially been rejected from this bigger green line, and we could be in the process of rolling over and potentially creating a lower low. And the early warning sign is here, but this candle hasn't closed yet. Let's wait to see what the next couple candles do, if we can pull back above, or is this going to be acting as pretty large resistance, which it should act as very large resistance. I'll just break the news to you now. It was support for a very long time. We broke it. It should be pretty strong resistance. Now let's get to another thing in the chart, which we just had a moment ago, the RSI. Let's pull this up for a second. The RSI, starting back in March, has held support on this specific trend line. And we held it multiple times. We held support here. We held it again back in March. We held it again in April, and we held it again in May. This was a very strong trend line with the RSI on the daily. And what we want to look for, and what I want you to do at home, is when you're trying to see what the trend, always look for the trend first and then market structure. But when you ask yourself, what's the trend? You draw this and you say, okay, now I can see it clearly. We broke that trend right here. This is pretty substantial. We broke it on May 21st. This is pretty substantial. So on May 21st, we broke that trend and we broke price action officially on May 25th. Okay, not officially yet, I'm sorry. Unofficially on May 25th, we will close our candle in 6 hours, a little over 6 hours. These are early warning signs that the bigger rejection is from this trend line. This roadblock, what we called roadblock number 1, is proven to be pretty strong. And we're waiting to see what way Bitcoin breaks. Okay, now let's dig into some other charts, because in last week's video, we pointed out, fake out, what's going to happen. And we painted the clear picture. These fractals are mirror images of what happened back in 2015. And are we going to have fake out, true golden like we had in 2015? Or are we going to have fake out, 3 fake outs in a row for the first time ever? We pointed out 2 major things to watch in order to know if this is going to be, for the first time ever, 3 consecutive fake outs. That was our 2 roadblocks. We said watch roadblock number 1 and roadblock number 2 is 10.5. And in the short term, I asked you to watch this. So we do have some good news in the fact that our fear and greed is holding steady at a very critical support. Right? If you rewind the clocks back to February, remember we said watch that 38 to 40, and we've been watching it week after week after week. And that's exactly where we're at now. We're holding support. Where Bitcoin right now is in an interesting situation where we're literally holding on for dear life on that slippery bar. And we're coming to an absolute pinnacle here. We're coming to a trend line that we haven't played with for 7 years. We've never closed as resistance for 7 years. And then we're playing with a top trend line that's been pushing price down consistently for a couple years. Short term, we know that we're waiting to see how this plays out. This is not good news as it stands right now, but we need to wait for further confirmations. But this is almost foreshadowing for what is to come. But make no mistake, Bitcoin can battle back in here within the next couple days. But if it turns a couple days from now and we still haven't gotten above here, we're in some trouble. We're in some trouble. So I would like to do another video on Wednesday. If we can destroy the like button again, 3K likes by Wednesday, I'm going to be here doing a video right before I jump on a plane and move my family to the other side of Earth. But I'm a man of my word. If we can get 3K likes by Wednesday, we're going to come back and update on these critical pieces here that are really displaying themselves in the charts for Bitcoin. So I want you to watch this in the short term as well, this fear and greed. All right, the data speaks for itself. The facts speak for itself. We want to continue to hold this area, which used to be resistance, as support, which we've done so far. 38 to 40, if you see us, if you wake up and Bitcoin is at 32, 33, we're in some trouble, because what we want to continue is our short-term trend. We want this short-term trend to continue to hopefully build some momentum to get above our first roadblock. All right. So how do you think this is going to play out? Do you think these roadblocks are too strong and we just can't have the strength to hold on to that slippery bar and we're going to fall and continue this long-term trend line of two-ish years? Or are we going to really respect this 7-year trend line and it's going to hold us up? It's going to give us the power we need to get above. And by the way, what do you think is going to happen in the next 6 days? Do you think this candle is going to close above 9,004, turning the tides completely for the bulls? Or do you think we're going to stay around where we're at right now or potentially lower? How do you think this is going to play out? What's your interpretation of the facts that we presented today? But as it looks right now, Bitcoin is at a very, very critical juncture, and we will be keeping you updated as closely as possible to make sure that you stay a couple steps ahead. But again, if you look at the big picture for the past couple years, we've been in a downtrend. The trend is your friend until the end. That's why the short-term downtrend gave us some warning signs so far, but we'll see how it plays out. All right. So that's what I want you to watch in the short term. Draw those charts. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. We're about to get into Steve's secrets to success. I have a good one that you're going to really like. But these are the charts I want you to watch. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Now, you're in crypto to make money. Plain and simple. That's why you're here. But one very critical thing that I've repeated time and time again, my YouTube videos do not teach you how to make money. That's exactly what my classes do, as illustrated here. You could have turned one Bitcoin into $50,000, which would drastically change your retirement, change your portfolio right now, change what you're saving for your kids. It would change everything. But again, my YouTube videos do not teach you how to make money. You're in crypto to make money. That's exactly what my classes do. I want to introduce you to somebody called Lance. Lance, shout out to you. Lance was in a very similar situation to you. Was watching his portfolio keep going down and down and down. And at the same time missing out on big trades. And he was tired of it. And he remembered an important lesson. Steve always says, my YouTube videos do not teach you how to make money. That's exactly what my classes do. And let's see what happened to Lance after he realized this.
After a while, I realized that actually there were huge opportunities that had come and gone, and I'd missed them. And Steve kept on saying, his channel wasn't for teaching you what to do, it was just to share some knowledge. And so finally I decided, okay, let me do the course. And I bought just the intermediary course. And I did it. And when I finished, I realized that my knowledge had gone up 1,000,000,000-fold. And so I immediately got the advanced course, I got the pro course, and I did them. And that changed everything. I now trade with a whole different understanding. In my first 3 months, I made back what I spent on the course times 3. Now, I'm not bragging about that because if you do the course, you will realize that that's actually not a major achievement.
Lance made 3 times what he paid for essentially the gold bundle. He made 3 times, and he said that's not a major achievement. If you took the courses, you would also agree. I want you to be the next Lance. Put your foot down. You're tired of watching your money keep going down and down and down. You're tired of missing out on those big trades. It's time for you to be the next Lance. It's time for you to be the next Lance. I'm going to help you transform from where you are now into a successful trader. As we mentioned earlier, we're doing something unprecedented to further help you in our community. You've been saving up for the classes. Now it's 50% off. We've never done anything even close to that before. Everything is 50. So Lance signed up to first the intermediate, 50% off. Then he signed up to the advanced, 50% off, pro, 50% off. Or just get the bundle of the gold, which is exactly what I just named, plus the stock and crypto, plus 11 bonus classes. That's exactly what the golden bundle is. It's the top seller by far, the most popular by far. If you're really new to crypto, you get the diamond, which includes everything I just named and the beginner. The diamond also includes the beginner. The gold does not include the beginner. So if you can skip the beginner, if you've been in crypto for a couple years, you get the gold. And if you do the one-time payment, that's where the maximum savings comes in. You also get 50% off on all of these as well. Or you can choose to do a gold with three-month payment plan or 6-month payment plan. If you have any questions on what you should sign up for to help you transform into a successful trader, let me know your situation. Let me know your trading experience. info@cryptocrewuniversity.com is my email. I'll be standing by. You can pause this video and look right here at the email address, info@cryptocrewuniversity.com. Or if you already know what you want, what you probably do, go right to cryptocrewuniversity.com. It will take you right here. You're going to see the right at the top, 50% off. You're going to scroll right down to the gold and diamond. You can get more info by clicking right here, or sign up straight away here, and you can contact me by clicking here. It's that simple. I know everyone is going to be flocking to our site, so hopefully get there, and hopefully it's not crashed. Limited time only, 50% off everything on the site. Unprecedented for an unprecedented time to give back to you and our community. And just imagine what it would be like to turn one Bitcoin into almost 50,000. Again, it seems a little bit crazy, but again, not every single trade is going to be a winning trade for the rest of your life, but my system dominates. I built it with my 2 hands, and it's helping people all over the world, and you will be next. Okay, Steve's secrets to success. If you don't follow on Twitter, you can feel free to do that, Crypto Crew U. And I do want to just say thank you again for our community, and you for just absolutely destroying the like button unlike anything I've ever seen. 4,800 likes is a little bit ridiculous. So thank you for the continued support. Again, I'm here. I'm a man of my word. And hopefully we can get a video on Wednesday as well. It's a very busy week for me. As I mentioned, I haven't mentioned to you before, but I'm moving my family across the entire globe to Asia. And that's a pretty big move. And we're doing it on Thursday morning. So hopefully I can squeeze in a video on Wednesday. And here's what I want to say. Share this video in one place. This really helps us. It really helps us. Also, the algorithm to hit that thumbs up really helps us. So share this video in one place. If you haven't subscribed already, just look down at the subscribe button right now. Look down there right now. If it's red, you're not subscribed. You probably thought you were subscribed, and hit that button and make sure you subscribe. Oh, students, if you're my student, send me a tweet right now here at the Twitters. Send me a tweet right now of your experience with the classes. What was it like before and after? I'm going to try to retweet your tweet and to spread some love and spread some energy, because you've come a long way in trading. You know what it was like before, and you know what it's like now. Send me a tweet with your experience, and I'll help spread the love, and it'll be good for everybody. Now, Steve's secrets to success. This is a lesson I just learned recently, so I wanted to share it with you. I think it may help you as well. If you're like me, which you probably are, you work really hard. As I explained in last week's video, I started working really hard when I was 7. That's the only thing I knew. I worked, around the clock all the time, and that stayed with me forever. And because of that, in the past handful of years, I don't turn on the TV. I used to love watching movies. I used to love watching shows when I was a lot younger. But because of that work ethic, I just don't pull myself to do it. I feel like it's not fair to my students or to, the people who work for Crypto Crew University. So I just keep working like a crazy person. Until recently, I learned this lesson that I wanted to share with you. I was watching an interview of Bill Gates. Now, you may hate Bill Gates, you may love him. It's irrelevant. What you should do is respect him because he's a billionaire. There's not many of them, and he wasn't handed it. He worked for it. So I was watching an interview of him, and they were basically asking, hey, how's quarantine, how's lockdown going for you? Have you watched Tiger King? And I've heard of Tiger King, but because I don't turn on the TV, I haven't seen it. I've just read about it. And he said, to my surprise, he said, yeah, I've actually watched Tiger King with my daughter, and I think it's important to take some time and detach and watch a movie or a show. And I thought, wow, this is coming from somebody who's obviously a lot busier than me. And I thought, okay. The next night, I was watching an interview with Mark Cuban, who I really look up to, who invests in something like 200 companies and has a few of his own companies. He does very well. He also became a billionaire by himself, not given to him. A lot of respect. And he was in an interview, and they asked him a similar question. Hey, what are you doing on quarantine? Are you watching any movies or shows? What are you doing? And to my surprise, he said, yeah, I'm watching Ozark with my wife. And I thought, holy crap, if these billionaires who are way busier than me, have way more companies than I do, if they have the time to detach and they're recommending to do it, I need to listen and also do it. So I said to my wife, hey, we're going to watch this Ozark show. I don't know anything about it, but Mark Cuban likes it. If he likes it, I'll probably like it because I think he's a pretty stand-up guy. So I haven't watched a show since, what was it called? Breaking Bad, many years ago. And I'm knee deep in Ozark. But what it's done, it's really great. It's really great bonding time for me and my wife. It's great family time. It's not for my son to watch, but the point is to take time and just detach and take time for yourself, because you're probably a workaholic like me. That's probably why we have this connection. And it's good for you to hear this message from me, and I hope it inspires you or inspires at least one person in our community. And then it was a pretty big success for today's Steve's Secrets to Success. So if you're new here, Steve's Secrets to Success is something we do in every single video, and it's to help you excel in your life even more outside of charts. If you want to achieve more success, more financial freedom, more wealth, more whatever it is, that's what we try to do here in Steve's Secrets to Success at the end of every video. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if this is a lesson you've already learned, or if this was a wake-up call to you. Let me know as well in the comments. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. I hope to see you right back here on Wednesday. If you have any questions about the classes, courses, email me, info@cryptocrewuniversity.com. But this is also your wake-up call with the courses. You've been wanting to sign up, but more than likely, if you're listening right now, you're already signed up. And if there's any courses you're missing, it's 50% off. And if you're not signed up yet, this is the time. This is the time. You have email support for life. And as my students will tell you, it's pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good to never worry about the charts or, hey, Steve, did I draw this right? Hey, what's going on here? Hey, how about this setup? So again, have a beautiful rest of your day. I'll see you hopefully back here on Wednesday, and peace and love to the Crypto Crew.